فيش يعني معدومة الحياة، معدومة جدا، هان معدومة. ما لقيناش مكان. لفيت كل الجنوب عشان بس الاقي نقطة آمنة اقعد فيها، ما لقيت. فلجأت للمنطقة هذه المعدومة عشان بس أستر حالي وأستر أسرتي وأستر إخواتي وأسرته كمان، وأبوي وأمي وأسرتهم كلهم. هيكوا شايفين يا عالم، هيك شايف، هيكوا شايفين، هذا هي شيء، هذه حياة. والله حمام على الدور اللي هو حمام، إحنا هنا 15 نفر 15 نفر هان، إحنا مش قادرين نعمي كمان حمام. إحنا بلا مزة الحمام يعني مش حمام، هو بتسماش حمام، هو بتسمى خرابة، بس بدنا نمشي حالنا، ما نستر حالنا.
معاناة صعب كتير. هنا يا عالم ونروح يمكن بالشوارع نرتمي، فيش خيام ولا في اشي إلنا، يمكن بالشارع العلم عند الله.
Madam President, it's a pleasure to see you and a pleasure to see you in this role. Today, my country is running again for a seat as a non-permanent member of the Security Council for 2027-28 term. We do so at a time of unprecedented instability and upheaval. In Sudan and neighboring countries, we are witnessing the worst humanitarian catastrophe of our time. Over 30 million people in need of humanitarian assistance. Over 12 million forced to flee their homes. We all need to do more to end this tragedy. The security of the entire region is on the line. The terrible war in Gaza is raging on. Hell on earth. A humanitarian nightmare as we speak. This war must end. The hostages must be released. The existence and the security of Israel will always be part of our raison d'etre. There must be a future in peace and in dignity for all in the Middle East. As we have reaffirmed in this hall this week, 2 states for 2 peoples, the only solution. I commend all those who continue to work tirelessly to find a path to peace, notably the United States of America. Excellencies, Iran has created and armed a network of malign proxy forces destabilizing the region. In addition, it has for many years been engaged in a nuclear program which goes far beyond any plausible civilian use. For us, it is imperative. Iran must never acquire a nuclear weapon. Since Iran clearly does not comply with its obligations under the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action agreed to in 2015, we had no choice but to trigger the snapback of sanctions. Following a clear vote by the Security Council yesterday, sanctions will be effective later today. But let me emphasize, we remain open to negotiations on a new agreement. Diplomacy can and should continue. And on my own continent in Europe, Russia is waging a war of aggression against its sovereign neighbor, Ukraine. a war that Ukraine did nothing to provoke, a war that demonstrates the disregard for the most fundamental of all rules of the UN Charter, that all member states shall refrain from use of force against territorial integrity of other state, a rule that permanent members of Security Council bear a particular responsibility to uphold. And while our minds are focused on current security and humanitarian crises, we are aware that they are aggravated by the planetary crisis of pollution, climate change, and biodiversity loss, all of which threaten to bring more instability, more conflicts over resources, more lost lives and livelihoods.
Welcome to Money Control, your ultimate destination in the ever-evolving world of finance, business, markets, policy, and technology. India's preeminent news platform, driven by facts and fueled by data. A platform made in India, for India, and for the world. Moneycontrol.com has a staggering reach of 100 million plus monthly active users and 6.02 million daily active users. Being a transformative digital force, reshaping how we engage with money, markets, and news. Setting us apart is our commitment to delivering accurate information and empowering financial decision-making in a dynamic ecosystem. Seeking a deeper dive into the financial realm, we present Money Control Pro, a powerhouse of exclusive insights, providing actionable investment ideas and expert analysis. Because in today's fast-paced world, informed decisions demand both information and expertise. And we have 1 million plus Money Control Pro total paid subscribers and 100% return in 1.5 years, beating the market. Explore market trends, access expert opinions, and utilize essential financial tools all at your fingertips. Join the millions who trust Moneycontrol.com for their financial journey, where facts meet finance and data drives decisions. Think markets, think Money Control.